Hey outdoorsnists, it's a cold one today. My thermometer on my truck says it's about 19 degrees, so who knows. We're gonna look for antler sheds today. It is March 2nd, and I think the last time I googled this, when's a good time to hunt for antler sheds, it said about this time. Maybe a little earlier, I don't know. So we're gonna follow these deer tracks. There's a lot of them. And we're gonna see if we run across any antlers. I highly doubt we will find any antler sheds. Those are kind of rare to find. I've only found a handful in my life. I know people who specifically look for them. They can probably find them pretty consistently, but I ain't one of them. So yeah, the plan is go through the woods here, see if we can find any dropped antlers, and at some point we're gonna stop and have a little bit of lunch maybe. So the deer tracks go that way, they go that way, and they even go that way. Now if I were better at tracking, I might figure out which one's a buck and follow that track, and that might lead me to an antler shed, because obviously the bucks are the ones with the antlers, but I'm not, so I'd have to guess. Now I usually go that way when I'm looking for mushrooms. I don't often go that way. Why don't we go this way? Because maybe it looks like no hide nor hair of a antler. Probably because antlers are neither hide nor hair. I think if we were to find a shed, it'd be way up there. I don't know if I want to go up there today, guys. This might be a boring one, guys. I don't know what to tell you. Alright, we've come to one of my favorite spots in the woods. We got the Walloons, I think, not Roaring Branch. I always want to call this the Walloon Sack, but I think it's actually the Roaring Branch. There's rocks down there. It just looks nice. It's just a nice place. Alright, why don't we go down here and follow these tracks? So my theory is we're going to drop our antlers. We might do it on a tree. We're going to go to scratch our head. But up there, there's fewer trees to scratch your head upon. So maybe down here would be more likely to yield an antler shed. Get some air ground here. Something over there, a motor. Wasn't sure what to make of that noise at first. Hey, what's this? A mushroom. Gold and leathery. Counts as a mushroom find. I'm counting it. It's probably the only mushroom we're gonna find. Look, we have a crossroads. Tracks go that way. They go that well. Maybe they go that. I think they go that way. Turns into dirt. It's hard to tell. They definitely go that way. And there's definitely some back that way. So here we are at the Deer Four Corners. I actually think that might be the way I would take if I were going up the hill today, but I don't know. I feel like I don't want to do that. I also don't want to go down that way to cross a brook to go onto the highway. I just kind of don't want to do it today. Well, you know what I might do? We'll go up this way a little bit. We gotta be careful though. I'll show you why in a second. Hey, what's that? That looks like a jelly mushroom. There's even a bit of a deer hair in it. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but deer hair, jelly mushroom. I think that's witch's butter, but don't quote me. If it had been growing on a tree and not on the ground in deer hair, I might eat it because you can definitely eat witch's butter. Should you bother is the real question. I don't think you should. It doesn't taste like anything. I think I've said this on the channel before, but in case you missed it, yeah, it doesn't taste like anything. As far as I can tell, it has no nutritional value. And yeah, there's an outside chance it might be carrying some awful wood pathogen in it. I don't know. It's probably fine, but like I said, unless it's growing on a tree and not in deer hair, I might scarf it, but no. Alright, if I am where I think I am, that should wind up that way, but it's not doing that, so maybe I'm not where I think I am. We are where I thought I was. This little, I don't know what you call it, but the reason we have to be careful is these leaves are slippery. Like, not quite as slippery as ice, but I have fallen and slid. I don't want to do that today. So what I usually do is I walk up here where there's some dirt. I try not to tip that way if I do tip over. Whew. Yeah, I can feel the burn in my legs. The boots I'm wearing are not light. Alright, I made it up. Now, we're gonna go in here. I'm gonna look around for an antler shed. I think what I am gonna do is find a spot for some lunch. So let's look around for that. Okay, I think we're gonna do our picnic here. I looked around for like a rock and a stump, or a stump and a rock, and because I wanted like a little picnic table with a chair, and I've determined that you know the movie Waterworld, the one with Kevin Costner, and everything's water, and dry land is a myth. Well, out here in these woods, flat, dry ground is very similar to what it was like in Waterworld. It's kind of a myth. So we're gonna do it right there, and that's dry as flat as it gets. So yeah, let's break out the stuff. All right, this should be a pretty familiar cast of characters for you outdoorsnists. We got a little stove, the mess kit, water. I just saw something move over there. It was a leaf. It was a mouse. Anyway, fancy antsy ramen. Me, I can't even try. So that's what it is. I did not bring a tripod, so this is gonna have to work. If you like and subscribe to this video, it'll boost it on the YouTube algorithm, and then I'll get so many followers I can sell ads, and I can afford to hire a cameraman and make even better videos. Won't that be wonderful? I tell you, outdoorsness, I'll sell out immediately. More than happy to. Pretty precarious, as usual. So, yeah, I don't think it'll fall off. Anyway, what are instructions say? Boil 2 cups of water, then put the noodles in and let it sit for 4 minutes. Separate bowl? No, we're not doing that. That's the bowl we're going to eat out of. You don't want to watch water boil and frankly, I don't have the batteries for it. So, turn it back on when this gets good, I guess. Thought there'd be like some vegetables in there or something like that, but it looks like it's just going to be soy sauce flavored noodles, which I'm fine with. Wind came up. I really don't need the wind to take out my ramen here. All right, it's a little cold for the stove to work right, so I think I'm going to cheat a little bit. Probably regret doing this, but do this a little early. All right, it's a bit cold for this to work right, so I decided to just put the noodles in there instead of 4-minute timer. The camera is also having a bit of trouble. I suspect also because of the cold. I myself am quite warm. I think it's because of the hand warmer I got in my coat here. But anyway, yeah, I've got this thing cranked as hard as it will go. And the water is just not having an easy time boiling. So we'll just see what it looks like in 4 minutes. All right, the timer went off, so let's see what we got to work with here. I would not say those are soft at all. Far from it. Probably because the water is not hot enough. Let me break that up a bit. Alright, I added the sauce, or the soy sauce, whatever, to stir it around. Fogged up my camera. Alright, that's probably as hot as I can get, so I think I'm going to call it done. Or at least done-ish. Let's see if this is worth it. Damn Polly Pockets fork. Okay. Yeah. Alright, in the future, if I do this again, remember the wind. Alright, well, I'm gonna eat this and then pack up and then head back. I was gonna do tea, but after that little ordeal, I don't think I'm going to now. Alright, sight check. Make sure we didn't leave anything behind. I don't see anything. I didn't really bring all that much anyway. Alright, looks like fastest way out of here would be to fall down that hill. But I think we'll take a slightly longer way. Go over here. That's kind of when the real fun is going to hit. Because you remember when I said those leaves are slippery. They're slippery coming up. They're very slippery going down. So, well, I made it without falling. I had to film that for you, but having to film and walk and all that would have increased the chances of falling. So we're back at the Deer Four Corners. Still got plenty of daylight to get out of here. One thing I found out is my left knee hurts like hell because of the way I was sitting on it up there. Ow. I think it's just a kink in my muscle, so let's just hope that works its way out. Alright, gonna head back pretty much along the same path, and if I spot an antler shed, I will grab it. I made it back. I'm glad I got out of there and did that. I almost didn't go anywhere today, just because it's colder than hell. In fact, it's 23 degrees, which isn't a lot of degrees. So anyway, that's the video. Like and subscribe, and maybe in the next couple weeks I'll find something interesting to do. Hopefully it gets warm enough to maybe do some van outings. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So anyway, until then.